Good afternoon. Welcome to Learn Love Tarot. Hi, I am Angie, and I'm going to be pulling on what Enquiring Mind wants to know about you today. So thank you for joining me. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Know that if you are here, you're here for a reason. I just saw the worry card flip over here, learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. And we have this energy here. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. I have attached my notes below there with my Angi-Notes, where I let y'all know that I had some news today about a wonderful person, my aunt having passed away last night during our live. So that may be a separate message coming through there for me. But what I want to know for you all today, I'm going to pull an Aces read, and let's just see what's on the surface here. Abundance. Wonderful. So, wow. Okay, then. Abundance and growth. So, abundance and growth coming through here. My question is, who is this inquiring mind? What do they want to know about you? Who are they? What are they wanting to know? So it looks like your energy coming through, since I was starting to talk about y'all, is of growth and abundance, wanting to expand consciousness and awareness, and understanding that you are a limitless being that can manifest whatever you desire in this physical reality. So I guess we're getting right to it here. Okay, my next question is from, who is this other person? Denial and balance. I acknowledge my fear, but replace it with the insight of awareness. And the other card is, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So what Enquiring Mind wants you to know, what do they want to know about you? They may be nervous or afraid to talk to you and want to make something clear. They want to have some insight in their awareness regarding this situation. Let's go ahead and, you know what? I'm going to keep these. What is the intellectual nature of this connection, Spirit? What is the intellectual nature? Acceptance. So we were talking about that last night on our live. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. We are talking about it in regards to releasing and letting go, as far as allowing energies to pass through. Let's see, what is the creative nature of this connection, or the passionate nature, with Ace of Wands? What is the creative or actionable nature of this connection? Friendship. This is someone, maybe you had a falling out here and they are wanting to rectify the situation. Yeah, there was some kind of a falling out in the past. Okay. What is the emotional nature? Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. They want, if there was a falling out, they want to express in their heart that they are taking accountability here. And I'm seeing this mustard yellow, and it's this energy here of the denial and the growth. Maybe while they were living in a fear state, which we talked again about last night, how that lowers our own personal frequency and slows down what it is that we're manifesting. Meanwhile, over here, you're like, oh, I was just over here growing, minding my own business, appreciating my abundance. There seems to be some spiritual enlightenment here on your end with understanding how to manifest. And you're like, I'm just busy over here manifesting. But it looks like they want to take accountability here for causing some kind of adversity, or a tower. That's a tower shape to me. That caused some unhappiness. They are seeing it now as a challenge is the best way to learn. So maybe they've learned a few things. What is the 3D nature of this connection? What is happening here in the here and now? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, if it's been cloudy or murky, it's been overgrown, there's a bridge here on offer. What is the 3D nature of this connection? Wow. So that you can both learn from this challenge of whatever, I was about to say jealousy, strife, competition because of this blame energy, but I saw 5 of Wands in my mind's eye. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So this could be someone seeing clearly now. Okay. Honesty. Yeah. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So even if they were in some kind of denial in the past, this is shifting to balance. They have balanced, and this is somebody that is ready to bring some honesty into whatever this friendship was, or some kind of truth of the way they acted or spoke, behaved, and they're willing to be accountable now for that. Okay, dokie. I'm going to be looking at here. I have just the major arcana. Who are my viewers here that are in an energy of growth and abundance? Who are my viewers that are in an energy of growth and abundance? Had a headache all morning, and as I sit down to read, it feels like it's lifting a bit here. Queen of Swords combined with a Knight of Swords. So you're all about truth in this energy. I'm over here just minding my business, working on my own dang self. That is Libra energy. I talked about the trine in my post today, the trine of air or purple energy that was that I was seeing in the cosmos. So you're coming up here as a Queen of Swords, this Venus energy. Venus is part of the trine as far as the base, protecting ourselves from others to stay safe. You're in your truth mode. You know who you need to avoid in order to keep growing and to stay abundant. And this is Cupid here as the Knight, which is very fast energy, crossing Page of Pentacles. Okay, who is this person that is now balancing out from an energy of fear and denial? Could be some sexual chemistry there with that orange Mancala of energy right there in the center, and the circle that's surrounding that orange is that purple energy of our third eye. Who is this person? Who is this person? Please and thank you, Spirit. Who is the one that is balancing out their energy, is seeing clearly now, no longer in a place of blame in their heart? Maybe they were doing that to keep their heart protected. It was easier just to kind of push it off and blame you for what had happened was. That'll be different for everybody, of course. We are all different people. Who is this person here? That one that wanted to be, yeah, King of Swords. Wow. So that Venus energy, I was just mentioning, protecting ourselves from others to stay safe. A person that was in denial and fear is now facing their truth. Aquarian energy. That's Aquarius. Excuse me. Venus is an Aquarius, a watchdog standing guard. He certainly looks like he's on guard there against anything cloudy or murky. He's been through some hard times here. There's a mountain behind him, whereas the Queen of Swords is just on her orange chase lounge here, holding her Cupid's arrows. There are tulips there on the bottom of the card, indicative of soulmate energy. You're all up in your Venus energy here. And then we do have, again, Venus and Aquarius, which I find delightful since we have Aquarian energy coming through. Doesn't mean they have to be in Aquarius. This just means this is someone who is looking at their personal truths and where they went wrong with that in the past, crossed by a Page of Wands or a Princess of Wands, which can be your energy here with this red abundance. And the fact that you're both having that fast energy, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, or excuse me, Page of Wands, that is throwing caution to the wind. Maybe they see you as somebody very creative, okay, if this is in their crosshairs. Okay, let's keep going here. And now I have the major arcana. We just pulled from the court cards, and now I have just the major arcana to give us some clarity. This is from the Lover's Path Tarot, and each one of these cards represents a different couple in history and mythology of all types. And that way you can look up their story if any of them resonate for you here. What is the intellectual nature of this connection? This is something very, very deep. Wisdom, High Priestess. She's not speaking here. And there's a sword right by this king. She is holding the book of esoteric knowledge. This could be acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. The intellectual nature of this is wisdom. Okay. Again, High Priestess energy. And the story of Scheherazade and Shahryar is about Scheherazade being very, very clever and keeping herself and the other women that surrounded her alive by telling 1,001 tales to every, one tale a night to gain the trust of the king. So the intellectual nature could be even where you are on where you speak without speaking, okay? Where you speak without speaking. Again, maybe we haven't spoken to this person in quite a while. Crossed by transformation, that Pluto energy there of Persephone and Pluto. Okay, what is the actionable nature of this connection? I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Looks like a nucleus to me on this Mancala. Someone part of our that contributed to our cellular makeup. Well, we do store if there is some kind of adversity or even trauma related, we do store that on a cellular level. So what is the actionable nature of this connection? Pardon my sniffs. It is that time of year. 11, Justice. This is Penelope and Odysseus. I did say they might think you are very creative. And here she is an expert at looming here. So she's very creative indeed. She has created a tapestry of her person that is not with her at the moment. He was out on his odyssey, learning the lessons that he needed to learn. And this is her minding her business. I'm just over here growing and being abundant while you're out doing your thing. I'm still doing my thing here. Crossed by illusion. So 18 of the moon. So more air energy. I did point to the base as Black Moon Lilith, which is a foundation of traditional teachings being laid down. The moon energy is about confusion, and Ivan and Odette is the story about a sorceress turning Odette into a swan. She could only come into her human form at night. She tricked Ivan. So there could be third-party energy here that interfered with the connection. What are the aces of cups here? What is the emotional nature of this connection? The Lovers. In this deck, it's called Love, and that is Isis and Osiris. Wow. Okay. All right, I accept responsibility for my well-being. I accept responsibility that I had a choice here, and either they did not choose you or they felt they chose wrong. But that could have been the purpose of the lesson, because they had to go learn what they were learning, and you had to go do you and become the creative self that you were meant to be. This person was in your life for a very specific reason, and there's balance right there coming in again. It's still called the Strength card in this deck, the 8. We are finishing out a cycle of an 8-year. Yesterday, there's that horse there. We just finished out Sag season. And there is like a whole opening up here. It's like the universe is ripping open by you yourself focusing on your own growth and abundance, your own love for yourself, leaving behind any kind of stone statues in the past. I mean, Venus is a badass. So she is in control of her emotions. She does not lead with her heart, but she is very fair. It might take her a while to make a decision, unlike the King of Swords. But once she does decide, that's it, that's all, and that's final. So a very interesting that we do have a divine pair here on the board. And with this, if you can see the Roman numeral 2, looks like an 11. And the Justice is the card of 11. So 1111 energy, soulmate energy coming through. Again, you might not have spoken for quite a while. That's love crossed by strength. There had to be balance of the 5D and 3D, inner and outer balance. Okay, yin and yang. What is the 3D nature of this connection? Wow, today's energy, the Hierophant tradition. This is Romeo and Juliet. And the third party here would be family. So their families were trying to keep this famous couple apart. And this is about pushing past that and following your heart anyway, as they're embraced. So maybe this was even a secret here with that High Priestess energy now book-ending tradition. Maybe they went a traditional route, or they did what their family wanted them to do, what they saw was right at the time. They had to make a judgment call, and this definitely, there was other people involved beyond their own decision. Okay. And instead of facing that adversity in the moment, they succumbed perhaps to this familial or third party pressure. And this is Elizabeth and Lonhauser, and he is coming back from his travels. Okay, much like this energy here of Odysseus and Penelope. He's coming back around after a long time away. So, and again, with that Romeo and Juliet energy, of course, the very famous balcony scenes. And this could be quite a while since this, quite a bit of time has passed. This is the only card that we've seen up here with those mountains that are featured in both the King and Queen of Swords, in addition, coming up for your energy that you're in. You ain't worried about it. But this person seems very determined, gripping that sword of truth. They got something to say. They got something to say. We'll keep that there. How about? All right, let's get into feelings. Feelings. Let's find out from your side of the energy. Let's see what we got on here. Another Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck as I'm looking at Queen of Swords. 6 of Swords, moving on from something turbulent and allowing Spirit to carry you forward here. I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. There's our Six of Cups energy that I mentioned in my post. Two Dutch children talking, and that's where the energy is pointing to this Jupiter in Gemini. That's definitely Six of Cups vibes, the confirmation and validation of who we are. Inquiring minds. Who is this person that's inquiring about you? Okay. King of Swords energy. They want to know truth. They want to speak their truth. Okay. What do my viewers think about this person? That they dead sexy, that they're confident. Okay. You might see them as sunny and shiny, happy-go-lucky, that they can manifest what it is that they wish. Okay, which is here in your abundance energy. I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. It's nighttime scene, and there are fireflies all around her. She's got on a peacock skirt, a little bit of Nine of Cups energy there. Peacock, you see them maybe that they are very beautiful. Peacocks are masculine energy because they're the ones that are very, very glorious, right? They're the ones with the most beautiful feathers, because that distracts away from the plainer looking females so that the females are protected. So you see this person, or you think this person is very creative, and you think that they light you up, okay, make you happy, and you see them as very, very good looking. You might also see them as a Seven of Swords, like they got away with something. This is a snake that has adorned herself with roses to deflect from the fact that she's stealing eggs, that she's a snake. So you might have seen them as deceptive, that they were confused or had some emotional fragmentation here. Seven of Cups, the Empress energy. You might have thought they were the be all and end all. Again, creative energy. Maybe something was just starting up and forming, and then what? We don't know. Okay. Well, what about King of Swords? What does King of Swords think about my viewer, Queen of Swords? They think about you, that you were left out in the cold, or that you left them out in the cold. They think that you didn't know how to find the door, or they didn't know how to find the door. They knew the lights were on. They could smell the food and hear the people, but they couldn't find the door. This could have happened in a winter time or around winter time. Okay, so they think you still think that you're left out in the cold from this, crossed by Page of Pentacles. Okay, so they're wanting to take this watering can now and bring this rose back to life, perhaps. Okay, this is an actual 3D card here, an actual offer, perhaps, to grow something new. I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. This could be pages or messengers. So they could be even, telling you why they left you out in the cold, if that's what happened for you. Okay, let's look at the actionable nature, the passionate nature. Looks like you've been waiting quite a long time, or they have. Again, could have been just a friendship here that you had a falling out, and it's ready to come into justice or come into balance, because they finally have, while you're off being fabulous and growing your own self. I don't think you were too worried about it, I gotta say. What is the actionable or passionate nature of this justice on the top? Seven of Wands. Somebody wants to stand up for love and open up those bars that were holding them back. So what action do they want to take? They want to stand their ground and not back down. Tom Petty. There's clear skies. They see clearly now. They understand why you were in their life in the first place. Okay. And there's also a sunflower here. She's holding on to a sunflower. So the actions you want to take here are, you might be a little defensive. You're going to stand your ground, but it definitely is coming from a place of love, crossed by today's energy. So the sister energies are Temperance and the Hierophant. So there's those doves of peace. And you want to stand your ground to keep the peace. You're going to take the high road regarding whatever this falling out was, because you were minding your business, being busy, doing your own thing anyway. I think you're quite surprised, like, oh, okay. Yeah. You're like, I wasn't ever going to not let you in my port. See that ship sailing right through. Your arms are open. You're open to healing. What is the actual nature of this person, of the King of Swords? King of Wands. Passionate nature much. I want it, it's mine. This is the feminine King of Wands. Very interesting, because this rose here before was, it was in the process of dying. Then we saw the watering can bring it back to life. So, and all this red here, maybe they've seen you be abundant. Okay. And this person is no longer going to be a tapestry or part of your history. It's looking like the action they want to take is bringing a magic stick here, wanting to create some magic, or recreate some magic, rewater this rose and see if it can bloom again. King of Cups on the bottom. So you both feel the same way about each other here in this energy. As far as passions or actions, what about this Ace of Cups? What are the feelings? What is the emotional nature here? We have 6 again of the Lovers, and your feelings. What are your feelings towards this person? Yeah, you do feel like they stabbed you in the heart. There's that rose again, and that's the pierced by 3 swords. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Yeah. You feel they caused jealousy, strife, and competition. I did say when I got over here with that adversity energy, and the 5 is of the Hierophant. This tradition energy is a 5. And I said when I had this guy out that it felt like a 5 of Wands. So in the 3D, here's this chessboard, and maybe you were trying to hang on to 2 different worlds, but you definitely felt very, very hurt by this. I mean, it pierced your heart. Maybe you were also in some, of that blame energy before you understood that it was you that needed to accept responsibility for your well-being, that nobody can make you feel a certain kind of way, even if they do betray you or cause some kind, this competitive feeling of, did they play you? Maybe you felt played, and that broke your heart. Crossed by, Queen of Cups. So you had love. This is the most love in the whole entire deck. And she's holding the seahorse, also signifying intuition and deep love. Okay. So you feel like you had the most love that there could be on offer, and they, playing games here, play stupid games, get stupid prizes. They played with your heart. How does the King of Swords feel towards the Queen of Swords? How does the King of Swords feel towards the Queen of Swords? Boy, that air trine's coming through, isn't it? How do they feel? There's the new start energy, all four aces of potential. They feel there is so much potential still to be examined with this. There's a butterfly of transformation and a swan here as well. She's holding a magic wand, much like this character. And on the bottom of the deck, 6 of Wands. Yeah, they want victory in a new beginning. Okay, if hummingbirds are a sign for you, that may mean something for you there. They are this rider of the hummingbird. Speaking of that, the Queen of Cups was holding that chariot energy on her chest of the mermaid deck of that seahorse. And she's gripping onto that, and this on the bottom of the deck energy is here, is this is leading, this is leading the hummingbird, they fly in a figure 8 pattern of balance, and it looks like they're hovering. I'm going to keep that out just because we have 2 here that I want to remember. They want to have victory for some kind of for what they walked away from before, because they were not who they were pretending to be. Maybe they, they just wanted something here. I don't know what it was. That's going to be different for everyone. You guys will have to tell me what that is. Let's look up the 3D nature of this. Okay. What's going on with you right now in the 3D? Okay, it looks like you have learned from these challenges, and there's our trine. I didn't even think about it that way. There's our trine of energy that was pointing up to that lucky Jupiter, beauty, abundance, expansion. Okay, with our 5s here of today's energy and of tradition, star energy on the bottom. Okay, what's going on with the Queen of Swords in present day? 6 of Cups, a little bit of nostalgia energy. You think about them still, crossed by 6 of Swords, 66. I note 66? I noted 777, 555, 22. I forget where, we had the 33. Okay, that's not a 66. 6 and 6 is 12, Hanged Man energy. Maybe this is time now. The lesson has been learned because balance is coming in here. This is moving into calmer waters. You're not as upset about this as you used to be, although it is still a dark part of your heart that's kind of anchored into that lonely island. If they did kind of leave you high and dry for whatever reason, even if it was a business partner, you haven't forgotten about that, and it's anchored to the star here. I just mentioned the star that was on the bottom of the shuffle. Okay, so you definitely feel nostalgic, but you're ready to move past whatever had happened was. Okay, what's going on with the King of Swords present moment 3D? King of Swords. So this is the feminine King of Swords. Maybe they've balanced by accepting the feminine aspect within themselves, the divine feminine, yin energy. This is picking the star out of the sky with that needle rather than a big old slicey sword of truth, and sewing that wish into her dress. So they have softened in their energy. They have surrendered to their divine feminine, okay, to their feelings. And interesting that it's book ending now, this beautiful sky, these blues. Today is a blue throat chakra. She's wearing a blue dress. Okay. It sounded like there might have been another flipper. Let me just double check. But very cool, since we had that star coming up on the pre-shuffle here. So King of Swords, they have transformed. They have learned. They are looking for this peace that we saw in those doves in the Temperance energy. So they are now in an energy of surrender and of choosing that star, rather than how we saw in the pre-shuffle where the Seven of Cups was pointing to a star, but traditionally the Seven of Cups is being confused or being spoiled for choice, and then going, that one, I want to pick that cup or that star. Okay, very interesting, super cool here. Now let's go a little bit further and see what is your intention here. What is the 3D intention of Queen of Swords? King of Wands. So we have the masculine energy coming up as the feminine King of Wands, feminine King of Swords, balancing their yin. And your intention here is balancing your yang. I mean, you're in your growth and abundance. You ain't bothered. You still have passion for this. So I'm thinking this is more of a romantic nature here, unless it's a creative project between you and another. But it's definitely someone from your past, because you're looking at that with nostalgia. There are silver, green, and white balloons. Yeah, your intentions, I see it, I want it, it's mine. You still see them. I mean, Queen of Wands, you still see them as very beautiful. What you thought in the first place. Okay, so your intent, if you're thinking of them, or what you think of them as the queen, and that they're very beautiful, maybe they, like you see them as a peacock energy, which is the masculine birds again. Somebody that lights you on fire. Maybe you march to the beat of your own individual drum there yourself. Your intentions are to move forward with passion, whatever this is. Yeah. So they came out as the Empress. On that death energy were white lilies. These are orange lilies with the stymies in the center. They don't look like tiger lilies. They're a little brighter than that, almost a red. It's like the color here in the center of this that I mentioned, sacral chakra. And Empress energy, I mean, she's got a baby in there. So you are in your intention is to move forward with passion, regardless, because you're in your Empress energy. I mean, Venus, Empress, growth, abundance. Yeah, this hurt. And you're taking the high road there because you're looking at it through a lens of love. You've learned from it. There's still some nostalgia there, and you're doing your thing. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Okay. Well, what are the King of Swords intentions? What is this person's intentions? What do they want? I mean, it looks like their feelings, they see all aces of potential there. Chariot is balanced energy with the 3 on either side. 12 plus 21, it is a 33 day. I've been seeing 1221 a lot. I've been noting those on my notes. So you can go back and have a look. Let me know if you've been following them. You can be like, you wrote that down, Ange, on this day and that day. What is this person's intention? So here we go. Upside down, reverse 5 of Cups. So that would be looking at the past with regret. And in the upright, that's wanting to grab. That's wanting to move forward in the 2 of Cups. So that's the point at which, we stop belly yanking about the cried spilt milk, and we walk towards the bridge, because that's what leads to the castle. And it's like they're picking up their head, finally getting out of regret for what happened here, for possibly leaving you high and dry. And yeah, in reverse. And my deck is still, there's our 5 again, our 14 of Temperance. And we've got the fives showing back up under the Romeo and Juliet. So crossed by healing energy, patient energy. This is a puzzle piece. This is a soulmate card. That red pulling up top is pulling up to their higher selves. They have evolved through their own balance. Okay, their fear has been replaced with the insight of awareness over why this had happened was, and there's Knight of Wands. They want to fix this right quick, want to balance the energy very quickly. Double King of Wands, King of Swords twice. We saw Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, and now we see another Knight of Wands jumping through hoops and the horse energy there again. Wow. A lot of synchronicities here, guys. That's what we want. That's what we're looking for. That's what we want to pay attention to for sure. Okay. So let's go ahead and see here from the last couple cards. I want to get my Ascension Oracle out. All right. Where in this 3D energy, where is Queen of Swords and her Ascension? What's going on with y'all? You might be dealing with or have dealt with a false twin flame and been through intense change. Maybe there's that phoenix rising from the ashes of this broken heart. Okay, you still look back. You do feel played, but you're standing your ground. You're not letting that affect who you are as a person. You're not letting it make you feel nasty or anything. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn intense change. Crossed by feminine twin. Okay, we saw the crossings of the Empress a couple times, activating higher self. Wow. Okay, you could very well be the feminine twin, or they could be, especially coming in with their king energy. We talked about surrendering into their feminine energy. Okay, what about this person 3D? Where are they at with their spiritual ascension journey? Where is this person at currently? Where is this King of Swords right now? What's going on? The two holding on to the Two of Cups all along, even though they were in regret and looking at the past Three of Cups, their body is angled and is holding on to the Two of Cups. This never went away. Soul merger 3-3, and there's the swans back again. It does feel like there was some kind of interference again with that Ivan and Odette energy, and now those swans are intertwining. And look at that. You came through in this olive suit, and they're coming through in the burgundy or cranberry suit. Crossed by remembering your identity. You can do it. And the Aquarius energy coming up with Venus. The Sabian symbol. This is all about assurance, these next 5 degrees. And it's something to do with, let me see if I have, what's that, 17? Oh, wow. A man unmasked, remembering who they are. Exposing hidden causes and false representations of purposes and explanations. They want to explain what happened here. It's the energy coming up tomorrow for Venus. Okay, you heard it here first. Advice moving forward. Wow. Wow, wow. Okay, advice for Queen of Swords. Running out of room here on my table. Advice for Queen of Swords. Well, got half turned up and half turned down. That's A-okay. That is fine. We'll fix it later. Okay, let's get some advice here from the Colette Baron Reed Animal Oracle. Advice to the Queen of Swords from Spirit, please. Advice to Una Momento. Who is this? Is this false twin flame? Somebody that the Queen of Swords was harmed by or had a broken heart by? Or is this intense change that was a catalyst for her movement forward, saying universal, her just for ease of energy? I do have I would say a good chunk of my members being masculines, enlightened masculines. So take whatever energy resonates for you. If you're here, in general, I pull you as the yin, regardless, male or female, doesn't matter. Okay. Any clues on who the false twin is? Is this person from the past? Just to enact your own phoenix rising up. Yeah. Has to break. If it doesn't break your heart, then it's not really a phoenix rising out of the ashes, is it? Any clues? I don't know if they're going to give it to me or not. Any clues of who this person is or was? Let me come back over here to the broken heart. Who was this person? Any clues about? No, I don't think you're going to give it. It's going to be different for everybody. Sorry, guys. Close-lipped. Woo! Loose lips sink ships. Loose lips sink ships. Loose lips sink ships. Why'd that come in? That's weird. I don't think I've ever had that before. Let me give me one more shovel here, Spirit. Advice. Advice for the Queen of Swords. Advice for the Queen of Swords moving forward. What's her advice here on this intense change? Oh, my allergies are driving me crazy. Jupiter energy much with that lucky rabbit? 49, which is a 13, death and transformation. Now is a lucky time. Growth, abundance, Venus, tulips. I mean, I don't think you're too worried about it. Now is a very lucky time. Can't make it up. Transformation is beautiful. Take it and run. Phoenix and the butterfly. Damn. Okay, advice for this King of Swords. Advice for this King of Swords. Advice for the King of Swords. The balance has come from them balancing their chakras, getting in alignment with their soul merger, ebb and flow. They were wearing a false mask, and it's like they're waking up and remembering who they are. A man unmasked. That's crazy. Okay, advice for King of Swords. Giraffe spirit, 29, another number 11, and that is being able to pull up and see from a higher perspective above the clouds, seeing the truth, seeing the big picture. Beautiful. How tall are giraffes anyway? I don't know what was the bottom of the deck. Oh, wow. Okay. I think it was here because that was on my top hand, but I'll still say it anyway. Dear Spirit, be gentle. Bring a gentle touch. It's an 18. The moon energy, or a 9. Something may be ending. What was on the bottom, though, there's the 66. We had 6 and 6 over here. White Raven spirit. Trust in the magic. And they got the Magician. And what are their actions, or what is the passionate nature of this? Yeah, trust in the magic. Okay, Spirit has your back. 23, ending with another 5. All right, guys, that is my ACE's message for you today. I hope that brought you some clarity and found you well. I mean, I'd say it found you well. You're doing just fine. I think you already been through all the hurt, and you're in a place like, I wasn't even thinking about that anymore. I do think about it sometimes, but what are you going to do about it? That was in the past. You've evolved. You accepted responsibility for your own self and not blaming anybody else. Even if they did, if they did act like an asshat, now they're ready to turn that asshat upside down and put something in it instead of hurting you. So, all right, guys, I will talk to you soon. Love you so much. And that is all from my heart to yours for now. Love you very much. Bye-bye.